So here's my little tiny Luna Moth caterpillar that my friend has sculpted. You can see the scale difference is wild. Here's the original sculpture that I made, and she's just got this little artist wormy thing going on. I love the stripes. And then here is a sculpture made, I don't know, 10 times bigger. And we decided that she would have a little Victorian parasol. I'm just blown away at the accuracy from my original that my friend sculpted in like a resin clay. And here you can see I'm painting the stripes and dreaming about how I'm going to set up the colors and what she's going to feel like and look like. Look how accurate though, it's amazing. For a long time I was looking at illustration even though I went to school for fine art, and I wanted to write, like many artists, my own children's book. And I was really focused on getting a Caldecott medal for illustration. That was something that I dreamed about. I am a storyteller, so Tim Burton would be a huge influence. And I saw Frankenweenie and I was like, oh my God, this is exactly how my head works. It's a solid thing and I can prove that I did it. People have taken my process videos over 1 million times now and remixed my hands painting. So that's been pretty upsetting, and I'm trying to just keep going. Just don't look back. I think I challenge myself to make characters that are surrealist and strange and quirky and funny, but ultimately that you really want to see more of and be involved with their lives. I like creative writing and stories, and I love the idea of these quirky stories about these creatures. We started working on animation together, and that was really, really amazing for me since I grew up just loving cartoons. I think now the big dream for me is having people recognize my character and say, oh, that's Bun Bun, or that's whatever names I've cooked up for people, limoncello. I love naming them. And she becomes part of the fabric of all of us. That's the ultimate dream. I think I like the idea of someone not cute making it to the big time. I feel like making characters is kind of like the haiku of fine art. You have to condense down an idea and an image, or what you think of as many images. Like, say in this painting, there's so many images, but if I condense it down to just the character, it has to either be instantly interesting to someone or it's just not. It has to strike the chord really fast. And I think that that's really hard to do. But I like it to be a thing that you would never see out in a store as a toy, making it to the mainstream, but it's a total weirdo. I'm pretty fascinated with what makes something popular. What makes enough people decide that it's like so great that they want to own versions of it, and there's cartoons from it and stuff like that. Like, how does that happen? And it's not always really mainstreamy things. Actually, the stuff that makes it is more likely to be really super oddball. And I have a super oddball view of things and taste, but I'm always holding that back. And you know, designing stuff for the general public for mass appeal made me have to dial down the super weird, and I just am not willing to do that anymore. So I'm working on like what is the weirdest stuff that I always wanted to do. I just don't think anything else is all that interesting. I never liked realism in art, and so the idea of otherness, surrealism, just seems like where it's at. There she is so far. I have to sand her eyes, and work on her details, but there's the original, and there she's big. Oh my god, I just absolutely wanted to see this giant Luna moth caterpillar for so long. And I think the enemy of making great art is having to make explanation. And so there's no explanation, it's just greatness of imagination, which AI seems, if you really look at what AI wants to take from humans, it's imagination. And I think that that is our most extraordinary gift. And I've really devoted my life to developing that. And I think that's enough, that's all we have to say about it. We don't have to explain pieces of art when they're good. As humans, we feel it.